I'm 24 years old and I'm in over $200,000 in debt. And the reason I'm sharing this is because I publish all of my blood work on a weekly basis at this point for the last year and a half of my testosterone levels, my hormones, how I've gotten there, etc. But this number I have never really shared, and I've kind of been hiding behind it because it's a bit embarrassing, but I did get to this point for a specific reason. And I don't want to continue lying or omitting specific things because I'm just too afraid to share it because of how I believe people will perceive me and perceive my brand, etc. Now, the reason that I even acquired this much debt was because I was in my pursuits. I was in the active pursuit of trying to achieve my dreams. I still am. But the mentorships that I purchased, the supplements, the housing, the blood tests, the endless debt that I've acquired to fund my existence so that I could just keep working on my goals, keep trying to pursue my entrepreneurship is astonishing, honestly, looking at it in hindsight. But, I bet on myself a few years ago, and I decided that there was going to be something that I lived for. I didn't want to continue getting older, finish college, and just basically go down the traditional path. I had no interest in doing that. And because of that, I realized that there was no way I was going to be able to get the funds to be able to start the lifestyle that I wanted, which meant moving out of the house, living with my family, so I could live by myself and live with my boy, who was also trying to be an entrepreneur, in order to pursue our dreams, right? Because I believe our environment matters drastically, and I knew that it was going to be very difficult, right, for me to become this millionaire entrepreneur, living a successful life, if I was living at home. So I was like, I have to find a way to be able to fund this. So I knew that that was going to mean acquiring debt, and that's what I did, okay? Now, I want to be honest about what exactly has happened in terms of up until this point. Because I've got a nice car, right? And I live a decent lifestyle, right? I spend money on myself. I buy the food I need to buy, the highest of quality. I travel, right? I traveled a bunch in the beginning of this year. And the reality is that I haven't been the most responsible with my money. I've spent money on things where I probably should have just budgeted it and continued reinvesting it into building my business, back into content, building out a team, a bigger team at least, and just reinvesting it into myself until I got to a point where I had sustainability, for months and months after a specific point where it just makes sense to go do those things that I did prematurely. And I blame that on my ignorance, my desire to get to the goal faster, but it's just, the reality is the decision that I made, And I don't know anyone else, honestly, who's even remotely in the same territory. And I'm not trying to brag, this is not something I'm proud of where I'm at in terms of the amount I've invested in myself to get to where I'm at today. And it's just time to be, open about it so that you guys can understand, right, that it really hasn't gone according to plan. the plan was that I was going to invest the money into myself to be able to build the business where the business was going to yield me the results that I wanted to get in 6 months, a year's time. And then we're going to be financially free. We're going to be able to travel. We were going to be able to do everything that I wanted. And we could figure out what happened after that, right? But none of that really happened, right? The business started doing well, and I thought it was going well. But then my social media got taken down. I wasn't building the brand that I really wanted to build. I wasn't building the brand that represented me. I was building the brand that I wanted to represent in the future, which was the nice lifestyle. Because I've never had a good lifestyle. I've always been struggling my whole life. My family's been struggling. My dad's sick. My mom has been going through it, working 3 or 4 jobs for my entire life, you know. So I've really wanted to just make it. And that urgency has caused me to make decisions that some would say like it's gambling, you know. But I like to just call it just a bet on myself at the end of the day. That hasn't gone the way that I wanted it to go. And I've felt shameful about it. I've felt ashamed for some of the decisions I've made, right? And because I guess I'm not where I want to be yet, I'm not this multimillionaire young entrepreneur running a super, super ultra successful business. You know, I feel like, goddamn, man, like, what the fuck? Why is it not getting me the results I want? But what's honestly most important about this is 2 pieces. And I guess you can intertwine the 2 of them. It's the fact that I've never stopped trying, even though I know so many people in my exact situation would have completely given up. And I've wanted to give up many times myself. I will be honest about that. But I haven't. I'm just not really the type of person to give up. I'm very stubborn. I'm stuck in my ways, which can be a strength and a weakness at the same time. But the one thing that it does allow me to do is persist, which I know a lot of men lack, is that persistence. And that's why I have the physique, and I've never lost the physique, right? My body has been something I'm very proud of. And although that I've went through a lot of things that could have justified me to lose my physique and get fat or get overweight or just kind of you know, people say like, yo, you lost yourself, man. Like, or someone says like, you just lose yourself because things happen, right? I've had plenty of reasons. Like my grandma passed away a few years ago and I was pretty upset about that. And that was right before I was moving away to Houston. So I had every reason to just kind of chalk it in because I was so tight with my grandma. She was just going through it. And now I have my grandpa who's also in a similar situation. He's got cancer everywhere. He's sick, right? So it's like, I think it's important to recognize how many people, right? I'm a human too, right? I have shit going on in my life that I don't really share very much. And that's for a different conversation, but I'm sharing it now because I can make excuses, right? Just like you. Do I make excuses sometimes? Sure. Do I keep them to a small minimal? Yeah, I do my very best. And that's what's given me the ability to at least have control of 2 things, my mind and my body. If I don't have control of these things, I won't be able to continue trying to pursue my goals. It's impossible, right? Like, I don't share any of this with you to have sympathy for me. I share this with you to understand that I'm a human. I've made decisions that I'm not proud of, but I've also made decisions that I am proud of, you know, and that I could have had every excuse to not make those decisions and I could have just let myself go, but I didn't, you know. Like the stress of having 6 figures in debt. 6 figures. I hear people complain about 5K and I'm like, dude, like I really do. I wish I had 5K in debt, you know? And it's not like I don't make money. I make money, just not enough to outpace my debt at the moment, you know, where I could pay it off in like a month or 2. I would love to be able to do that, but I'm not at that position, unfortunately. But it's like the routines I have, right? The lifestyle that I currently live, like it's not this like specific aesthetic that I'm trying to portray that emulates me making it. It's just me documenting where I'm at and where I'm trying to go. And I just want to reiterate the fact that I just know plenty of people in my situation would have given up on the inputs that they had to put forth to be able to even try to get towards the end goal, right? Like me even continuously filming content when it's not maybe yielding me the results that I want, right? Because my business hasn't taken off yet. That's part of the game, right? It's just like, I know that. I've accepted that. So I keep trying. I keep giving value. I keep doing my best at showing you guys how you can increase your testosterone, right? How you can optimize your lifestyle to live a better way, a different way than what you're used to, a way that will inspire you to actually live up to your potential, because a lot of you have never seen that. Or if you have, if it's been for such a short time where you've never got to bathe in it and bask in the glory, right? I've been fortunate enough to have that one thing, right? Where I feel good, I may get stressed. I do what I can to minimize it. My life is stressful. I know a lot of you guys are stressed as well, whether it's because you're running a business, because you want to provide for your family, whether it's because you want to just live a better life, regardless. We're all stressed. It just doesn't justify or give you an excuse to be less of a person, live less of a life for yourself, meaning the inputs that you put, or the inputs you give yourself, on a daily basis, don't deserve to be degraded because of your lack of discipline, right? And I made a video on this recently talking about discipline versus attachment. And this connects because a lot of people, right, they try to brute force their way into changing, but although that can be useful to a certain extent, what's more useful and what's more beneficial long-term is changing what you're attached to. And that's something that I've been able to do, good and bad. I've been able to attach onto the good things that I have in my life, the food that I eat on a daily basis, my ability to build relationships with people, to deliver for my clients, to go to the gym on a consistent basis, to train out of my mind hard, right? With proper intent, focusing on the things that really matter to move the needle for building muscle, losing fat, building my hormones up, drinking enough water on a daily basis, right? I don't drink fucking soda, I don't drink alcohol. Maybe once a year, I'll have some alcohol, twice a year, if that. I don't do it, Just taking care of the things that I can control, rather than focusing on the things that are out of my control, right? Which is something that I talk about all the time. And I know a lot of you guys do the same thing, where you focus on what you can control and you just complain about it. And that's one of the worst things you can do, right? I have, once again, every reason in my own mind, maybe you don't see this, but I do, to complain, give up, and just throw everything to the curb and just walk a normal path. And a normal path doesn't just mean, working a regular job. It more so means giving up on yourself. If I did that, I would let my physique go. I would stop eating healthy. I would start eating fast food again. I would just give everything up, right? It's really just a matter of the identity behind it. I still have that in a strong foundation. And that's why I've been able to continuously persist and move forward towards my goals, right? And maintain my physique and be able to get my clients good results and just take care of my well-being as best as I can, because my identity is firm, right? But I've built that over years, right? Like, what I refuse to do is cut corners, right? I don't want to sell anyone on the idea of things that I don't believe in, because obviously then that would be me being a phony. I'm not trying to be a fraud. Or even inflate numbers, right? It's like all the blood work you see, like that blood work is real, right? Like, it's possible for you to do the same. But like, it's just a matter of if you can put the work in, then you can get the results. And it's not like this classic idea of put the work in, bro. Like, just work hard, work hard, work hard. Like, I don't preach that. Like, that's a piece of it. That's one component. But there's so many other variables that people ignore, right? And I'm not recommending that anybody does what I've done by any means. I would never tell anyone to do what I've done. This is simply just a very heartfelt confession. It's not a strategy, okay? This is not something that I want you guys to, by any means, take on your own and implement, some of these bad decisions I've made, right? Take away the lessons from it. Take away what's hidden underneath all of it, right? The reason that it's so important to me still is because I know I'm running out of time. Although I'm still 24, I even feel I'm running out of time, so I can only imagine, right, how you feel if you're 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, 70, whatever. I've worked with clients of all ages, so I understand that it's fucking insane, some of the shit you guys go through. And the one thing, though, that's really beautiful about life is that it really is never too late. And that is not some cliche, that is bullshit. I think cliches are cliches for a reason because they actually work. They actually are true. And in that case, I don't think anything's more true. My dad, okay, for example, he's pushing like 70 now at this point, and he worked with me. I've posted about him before, right? I refer to him as my client because I like to keep everything professional, but that's my dad, one of the people that I posted. He got his testosterone from like 410, I believe, to like 680 at the ripe age of 68. Right, so a lot of you guys are fucking just complaining to me about how you're 35, 40 and you can't get results, and I'm like, dude, you're not even trying. And if you are trying, the bar is just, you've said it's just too low. Like, you need to just raise the expectations, raise the inputs, and then the outputs will automatically get raised. For him, my dad's been a fucking grinder, right? I've never known my dad as a healthy person, quite frankly. He's been sick my entire life. Never has he been a healthy person to where I've been like, yeah, my dad's healthy. Like, no, he's had Lyme disease, mercury poisoning, he's broke bones, he's literally got run over by his own car, which is a whole different video in and of itself. It's fucking insane. I literally watched him get run over by a car as like a kid. Like, the shit's traumatizing, right? PTSD obviously is real, and these things that I think about them all the time. But if anything, it really does motivate me to be a better person, because I don't want to end up like him. And that's not to shit on him, because although we don't talk very much, because he's just in too much pain to even like communicate sometimes. When you're just like the gripping pain of something bad and your brain just like can't stop focusing on it. So communicating to someone else is like nearly impossible. Like you can't even be present. You can't even like enjoy the conversation with them. That's how it is with him and me. Occasionally we get a good combo off here and there, but most of the time I don't even bother. And the one thing though that I've learned about him is that he always just shows up though, regardless. He has every right to be an absolute bum loser who could have just committed suicide. Like, one day he could have just hung himself and just called it a day. Like, he could have just threw in the flag. He wants to. He's told me, right? But he hasn't, So it's like, what excuse do I have, What excuse do I have? I want to make excuses, you know what I mean? But I love the idea that we have choices that we can make. And because God gave us free will, really have free will to do right and to do fucking wrong, right? We could do both, and that's important to realize. And that's what I've learned from my dad. Although I've never gotten a chance to really bond with him in the way that I was hoping, right? That a typical father-son relationship would go, where he would teach me how to be a man. I've had to learn a lot of these things on my own. And it's come from a lot of pain and suffering because I didn't know what to do, and I fucked up a lot, No one guided me. I would look up to figures on the internet, which, you know how that goes. It could be good, it could be bad, it could be very bad, It's just like, it shaped me into who I am. It's why I care so much about health. It's why I care so much about helping people increase their testosterone, because if you have nothing without your health. I just look at my dad and I'm like, he's got nothing. He always talks about how if he could reverse time and change the day that he got sick, or change anything about how that whole event took place, he would do it, because he knows he has nothing, right? He's just constantly thinking about the pain. So I know that if I have the choice now, I better make the right choice, because then I'll just be ignorant, or I'll act like I'm ignorant to the idea of what could happen to me if I choose the wrong thing, right? Which is a life of suffering, but the wrong type of suffering. We suffer regardless. We suffer because we're fucking nothing in life and we're losers, and there's simply nothing we've done or have accomplished that's of meaning. Or it's the opposite. We suffer to get to the goal, and that's difficult. But the glory is what makes it worth it, right? It's the fulfilling aspect of it. There is no light without dark. Yin and yang is real, right? I believe in that drastically. And that's what the biggest point of this whole lesson that I've come to realize is I've acquired so much debt. I've invested in myself though, right? I've acquired debt, which is the negative, but to invest in myself, which is the positive. Yin and yang, right? I've built my body, I built my physique through suffering, right? And hard work, right? You see, it's like glory, pain, like it's just like everything is the same fucking thing. It's just a matter of identifying which one is which and understanding that and accepting both of them, right? If you can't accept one of them, then you can't get the other. That's the tough part about it, right? A lot of people want to get results in like fucking 3 days or in a week. It's like, dude, you can't, okay? You cannot. Like, unless you want to literally go enhance yourself, take steroids, shorten your lifespan by 30 to 50 years, you can go do that, right? But that's not what I teach, right? I don't preach that message. It doesn't resonate with me. I like to think of the idea that God gave me all the tools and capabilities within myself to be able to fix my life, right? If it's not where I want to be. If it is where I want to be, then he also gave me the tools to maintain it. And then he also gave me the tools to enhance it even further. I can do whatever I want, right? I believe that. I can get my testosterone to fucking 2,000 if I really wanted to, if I believed it, right? A lot of people limit themselves because science says otherwise. Science says this. Science was created by man. How are you going to use science over God? I love science. Science is beautiful in many ways. But there's many ways where it limits you, right? Why the fuck are you boxing yourself in? Because science says otherwise. Why are you boxing yourself in? Because of a specific reference range. Oh, I'm at the lower end of the reference range, but you know, it's not that bad. It's like, dude, it's like you're fucked, you know? Like, just be honest. Like, you're like everyone else. But you don't have to be like everyone else, right? I realized that a few years ago, and I made the decisions to not be like everyone else. And it's difficult, but so is the other side. Both sides are difficult, right? Now, I don't know how any of this ends, right? I don't know how any of this is going to end. You are watching the middle of it, I guess, in the story, right? But regardless, next week, you're gonna get some really, really big stuff from me. It's the biggest thing I've ever made, and you're gonna know why I made it once it's released. And you'll understand why I gave everything away.